What does a more connected Central Asia look like? This week we saw some answers, from the upcoming presidential election to efforts to make regional travel easier and put Central Asia's heritage in the international spotlight. Joining me with all the details is my colleague Nuray Salbiek. Nuray, what's on the agenda?
Hello, Yergali. There's been plenty of movement across the region this week. We begin in Kyrgyz Republic. Mark 27th of January 2027 on your calendar, Kyrgyz Republic has set the date for its next presidential election. President Sadir Japarov has signed amendments changing the election schedule. The vote will now be held on the fourth Wednesday of January instead of fourth Sunday, as previously stipulated by law. Election day will also be paid a day off, with lawmakers saying the change is intended to encourage higher voter turnout. Earlier this year, the parliamentary election cycle has already been separated from the presidential race. Snap parliamentary elections were held last November to prevent the two nationwide campaigns from overlapping next year. So January 27th is now the date set to Kyrgyzstan's next presidential vote. Meanwhile, Uzbekistan is taking another step into space. With artificial intelligence on board, the country has successfully launched the Samarkand 2028 satellite alongside Indonesia's Lampung 1 from a sea-based platform off the coast of China. Developed with the participation of Uzbek cosmos specialists, Samarkand 2028 carries an AI model that can analyze images directly in orbit before sending them back to Earth. This could make the process faster and more efficient. The technology can be used in agriculture, environmental and water monitoring, emergency response, and urban planning. The satellite's name also has a special meaning. Samarkand will host the International Astronautical Congress in 2028 after winning the bid at last year's Congress in Sydney. For Uzbekistan, the launch marks another step in developing its space industry and putting AI to work beyond the Earth. Could one visa soon open the door to several Central Asian countries? Kyrgyzstan President Sadir Japarov has revived the idea of a single tourist visa for the region. Speaking at the informal meeting of Central Asian and Azerbaijani leaders in Cholpan-Ata, Japarov said Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan already support the initiative. He called on foreign ministers to set up consultation and work toward a common position. The idea itself is not new. Kyrgyzstan first proposed the initiative back in 2025, envisioning a single visa that would allow foreign tourists to visit Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, and Turkmenistan, similar in principle to Europe's Schengen system. The proposal comes as the region seeks to promote joint travel routes linking Silk Road heritage, historic cities, and natural attractions. For now, there is no regional agreement or clear timeline, but if the plan moves forward, traveling across Central Asia could become much easier for international visitors. Kazakhstan has been named the most attractive Central Asian country for relocation in the Global Relocation Index 2026. The country ranked 77th out of 192 countries and territories, taking the top position in Central Asia. The annual index assesses countries across 24 criteria grouped into 4 main areas: financial conditions, livability and healthcare, safety and stability, and the ease of settling in and adapting to a new country. Kazakhstan's position reflects a combination of economic, social, and institutional factors that can influence how attractive a country is for people considering relocation. The ranking also highlights Kazakhstan's broader efforts to improve its investment and business environment through domestic reforms and infrastructure development. That's all I have for this week. Yergali.
Thanks, Nuray. That's our regional roundup.